So you've done the homework, decided you want to do your first lease. Well, today we're going to talk about that one question hopefully you've asked yourself, and that is, when is the best time to start a lease? Well, let's dig into that topic right after this.
Everybody get up.
Hey everybody, it's me, Mark State, back here talking with you. Come on in, sit down, saddle up. We're going to try and make this as quick as possible. Okay, so you've done your homework, you've decided you want to transition from a company driver to a lease driver. Okay, I'm going to assume you've done your homework already and talked with the lease company on all the details of your lease. We're not going to get into that on this one. Today we're going to talk about one of the most popular questions that I get asked, such as this one here. You know, when is the best time to start a lease? Okay. To answer that, when's the best time? Well, if you've got at least $5,000 cash in a savings account somewhere or a checking account, you can start anytime. You're good. If you don't have at least 1 month of operating cash on hand, then the best time to start, in my opinion, would be, early spring. Pretty much when the snow's all melted, the winter storms are done. The absolute worst time to start your first lease with no cash on hand, because we all know that the companies and the lease companies like pushing those leases pretty hard. And they want you to do it now. Now's a good time. According to a lease company, now's a great time. Always a great time. No. From about November 15th through, I would say, the end of March, beginning of April. Again, middle of November to the end of April is the worst time to start your first lease if you have no operating capital on hand. Here's why. Winter months are the most difficult when starting up, whether you're buying a truck, owner-op with no cash on hand, or lease-op with no cash on hand. Winter months are the worst time because those are the months where you've got freight fluctuations, the amount of loads that are available. So January, February, we know everything slows down in the refrigerated segment, okay? So with refrigerated freight, January, February are slow months, slow revenue months. Also, issues that come up in winter that affect your revenue and your revenue generation is weather shutdowns. Okay, easiest thing to look at the road conditions for I-80 in Wyoming and I-25 in Colorado, I-40 in New Mexico and Arizona in 2015, here in 2016. I-80's been in the news every week in Wyoming. Shut down, light trailer, shut down. Snow, ice, accidents, shut down. When you're running a truck, you need to keep running. So you really can't afford, because you don't have any cash reserves on hand, you can't afford to sit for a day and a half or 2 days. You'll end up having negative settlements week after week. That's the concern. Also, there's additional costs to operating in the winter. You have to put anti-gel in your tanks. And owner-ops and lease-ops know that's not a reimbursable expense. Unless you've negotiated with the company, but I don't know of any company that reimburses you anti-gel on your truck. Now, it is a tax deduction at the end of the year, okay, but when you're having to drop 2, 3, 4 bottles a week at $20 a bottle, 80 bucks a week in anti-gel for 2.5, 3, 4 weeks, that adds up to $400 or $500. That can climb really quick. Another reason, let's see, I can't think of anything. So we got weather shutdowns that affect your revenue, freight slowdowns, additional costs, and if you do chain up, you're just going to chew up your drive tires by using chains, and you're going to have at least one set break on you, so now you're going to have to go out and buy another bag for next year. There's just a lot of reasons. Guys, if you can think of more reasons, please post them down below of why somebody transitioning from company driver to a lease operator should not start their lease in the winter months. Okay? So, what are the benefits of starting your first lease in the springtime? Well, freight picks back up. Okay, so you don't have to worry about revenue slowdown because of freight. You don't have to worry about the cost of anti-gel. You really don't have to worry about weather shutdowns. And that gives you April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It gives you no less than 7 months to get a cash reserve to carry you through the winter months. Okay? So you start in April. Actually, we'll run the clock this way backwards for you so you can look at this. So if you start in April, that lets you run April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. And you've got about 4 or 5 grand now in cash reserve. So when January hits, you can make it through. It doesn't matter if you have a low revenue week, 2 or 3 weeks in a row. You've got cash reserve to fall back on. Hopefully that makes sense. Do your homework. Think about it. If you've got comments, questions, or if I got experienced drivers watching this, if you can think of other good reasons not to start in the winter months, please post them down below. All right? That does it for me. That's all I got. I'll see you guys next Friday.